Hey everybody, Tony here from tonyshealthtips.org, and today we're coming to you live from the maple syrup aisle at the grocery store. And I want to start this this video tip off with a question here. True or false? I am holding some Mrs. Butterworth's maple syrup. I'm going to give you a couple seconds to think of your answer. If your answer was true, you are actually technically wrong. This is not Mrs. Butterworth maple syrup. This is Mrs. Butterworth original syrup. And why are they not able to call this maple syrup anymore? Well, let's check out our ingredients here. Sorry, I know it's a little blurry, but there's no maple syrup whatsoever in this product. The first two ingredients are actually high fructose corn syrup and corn syrup. So it would actually probably, and there's a whole host of other things in there that aren't good too. So there's actually probably more, it's probably more accurate to call this corn syrup than it is to call it maple syrup. And at least on the label they don't lie and call it maple syrup. So let's see what our other options here at the grocery store. I like the sounds of this, right? Log cabin, no high fructose corn syrup. But this is like almost comical, like it's ridiculous. Let's see what our ingredients are. Water is the first ingredient. Second ingredient is liquid sugar. And then the third ingredient is corn syrup. And so you see what they do there? No high fructose corn syrup, it's light syrup, it must be healthier. And then you go and look and see liquid sugar as the second ingredient and corn syrup as the third ingredient. So yeah, that's slightly better than high fructose corn syrup, but it's still a disaster in my opinion in terms of your health. So let's see our actual healthy options. Look at what we got here. This is beautiful. The only ingredient, again, you probably can't see this label here, the only ingredient on here is maple syrup, which is of course the sap of a maple tree, which is a really good thing. So I'd say about 90% of these syrups or these maple syrups are actually incredibly unhealthy. You're going to want to go for something like this, pure maple syrup. It's almost a liquid. You see that? I mean, the syrup that we're used to putting on our waffles and pancakes are really thick and syrupy. Notice how liquidy real maple syrup is. We've almost forgotten our way and forgotten what true maple syrup is. So oh, one other thing to keep in mind when you're looking at maple syrup, look for grade B. Okay, you'll see on this maple syrup here it says grade A. That speaks to the process in order to get the maple syrup, from the tree, that middle ground before it goes from the tree into the bottle. Grade B, it sounds like it's less healthy than grade A because A is better than B, we're so trained to think. But grade B means it's actually less processed. So if you can, and you've got a choice between grade A and grade B maple syrup, go for the grade B. All right, I hope you enjoyed this health tip. Take care, everybody.